So interpreting the p-value in context for that first one tells me that if the mean response time really is 6.7 minutes, then the probability that I would get a sample mean and I'm going to put x bar, that's 6.48, would be really low, would be between 0.02 and 0.01. So again, if the mean response time is really 6.7 minutes, then my chances, my probability of getting an x bar of 6.48 would be between 0.02 and 0.01. Whee! And then for the second one, again, if, I'm going to abbreviate here, the mean response time is still 6.7 because that's what we said it was. That's what the claim was. So for the second one, then the probability of getting a sample mean that's 6.61 would be between 0.2 and 0.15. So if the mean response time is 6.7, the probability that I'll get that particular x bar, a sample mean of 6.61, is between 0.2 and 0.5. Keep in mind that if I can have three different alternatives, I can have less than the claim, greater than the claim, and not equal to the claim. And the not equal to is the one where my alternative was two-sided. I wrote that back earlier. So here's what we do differently on the two-sided tests. We double the probability that we find. And here's why. So I'm going to have a mean, some claim, right? Mu of x bar equals mu. And then I'll have the standard deviation. And then I'll get my particular sample mean. And so I'll find the probability that it's as extreme as it is, which means figure out what its percentile is. But if it's a not equal to, that simply says that I could go either way, left or right. So it also counts the mirror image area, because the words that we use are, what's the probability that I get this extreme or as extreme as this one? Well, as extreme could be in either direction. So we'll get the p-value for the left side, and then we'll times it by 2 to get our final or total p-value. Now, here's the great thing. If the hamsters are doing the calculations for you, they will already double it. So you'll have to pay attention to whether or not you're doing it on a calculator and think about what you're doing, because the hamsters are going to double it, and then you're going to want to double it again, and that'll be an oops